Once again, we welcome you to the program Know Yourself. This channel has been designed to help us build our relationship so we can all live peacefully. Today, we're going to begin yet another series on time management. We're just going to look at meaning of time management and situate it so as to see its relevance in life. Honestly, an individual should understand the value of time for him or her to succeed in all aspects of life. It is something that is very important for us to appreciate when it comes to time management. As I said, we're just going to look at what it means and learn from it in our first series. Time management refers to the managing time effectively so that the right time is allocated to the right activity. And so I'm just quickly adding that by this it implies that you get the right thing done at the right place and at the right time. So we're looking at allocation of right time to the right activity. What does it mean? There are times you may see 2 or 3 activities that you need to perform. But of course, you should know as a human being, whether you are a student, a worker, or an employer, that there is time for everything. As the scripture says, season for everything, time to mourn, a time to laugh. So you should know that that particular time you want to use for laughing, is it for laughing or it is a time for you to mourn? As a student, for instance, you would realize that once the academic work starts, then all your attention, all your focus must be on your academics. Things that will not make you fail or be withdrawn from your school. And so people are going to jam and other things. Meanwhile, your assignment is waiting for you. In that case, which of these 2 activities as a student would you pick first? And so we're looking at when you should know the right time for you to embark upon going to jam or disco or any place as vis-a-vis your academic work or your books waiting for you. If you are also an employer, yes, there's time for you to move out of your office and a time for you to also sit in the office. If you don't take care and you misplace when to move out and when to stay, precious time will be lost. So we're looking at allocating right time to right activity, which we can do that one to maximize profit for ourselves and to succeed in life. Now, another viewpoint to the definition of time management is that effective time management also can be seen as allowing individuals to assign specific time slots to activities as per their importance. So here we're looking at rating the activities in order of importance, or if you like, scale of preference. Which one should come first? Which one should follow? And even each time that you have allocated, the event that you have allocated would also determine how much time you should give to that event. And so someone will take much time to read. Others will take much time not to read, but rather engage in other activities. You should know why you are reading. Maybe you are reading because you want information for yourself. You are preparing for a certain program, and therefore there's the need for you to read and read and read and read. So that when you go, you just mention, and people might think that you are a walking encyclopedia. Everything that they ask you, you give it to them. It is about what you have seen to be something important to you, and therefore you have assigned more time to that activity. Then, lastly, we're going to look at a third definition, and that is we're looking at time management, in this case, referring to making the best use of time, as time is always limited. So this one has to do with you making use of any opportunity that avails itself, because I'm very sure there are certain chances that come in one's life and they would never, once they slip through your fingers, they would never come back again. Now you are a student, you are a youngster, you have your parent alive or your parent working. Why don't you seize that opportunity to study, and so they can pay or they can afford your schooling? This is your time. This time you are young. Why don't you invest more time into your education to build yourself, so that, God forbid, if one day they are not there, you have already taken advantage of their presence, and therefore you don't need anything again. But anything can happen. Your father or your parents work, they can be sacked or they can lose their job or anything. By that time, who knows? It will be too late for you. Now that you are young, why don't you invest more time in doing certain things that are productive in life? Other than that, when you are grown up, that is the time you'll be going back to something that you should have done long ago. And so we are looking at definitions, so to speak, today. We need to ask ourselves which activity is more in this life important, and how much time should be allocated to that same activity. And again, I want to enjoin you that you should know which work should be done earlier in your life and which one can be done or can be postponed to a later date. The definitions that we have gone through so far, I believe, will help us understand that time is so much precious and so much important in one's life that, one, anytime you are having activities, set of activities that you should embark upon, you need to allocate the activities, so you match your activity with the time, depending upon the importance of that activity. Then again, we've also established that time is so much precious in one's life that when opportunities avail themselves to you, you don't let them pass by, because once they slip, you may not meet them or get that same opportunity again. Thank you so much for your time. We hope to come your way in our next edition. Also, we're going to look at relevance of time management. How relevant is time management to us? We are imploring you to subscribe, share, and then let your comments come. You may like, if you think the content is such that will help us, to also like and share to others. We're so thanking you once again for your time. Bye-bye.